Hi ladies, sorry for that. I wanted to share a mini album that I did. It's a Twilight themed mini album that I made from the DCWV Immortal Love matte stack. And the reason I wanted to share it is it's such a simple mini album. It's made with the matte stack and some stationery. You can see that is just slightly smaller with room for binding that I placed in between the various pages. And some of the reasons that I like this is it's very inexpensive because you can pick up the matte stack at Joann's on sale for $5.99 and that'll make 3 albums. The only embellishments are the ones that I put on the front cover. So, you know, have some ribbons and some fiber, and just some colors and some themes that went with the Twilight theme. So, and then I have the word forever, which was on the matte stack paper, and then a red, I am Rose, Rose is Rose. Otherwise, all I did was glue the matte stack papers onto the stationery envelope. Well, I did do a chipboard for the front page and the last page. And for that, I used the DCWV chipboard matte stack, which is just easy to use. I get a lot of my chipboard from Joann's because they have it on sale a lot. And this just happens to be so, it's already the 6 1/4 by 4 1/2 size, and so it's real simple to use. Excuse me, for this type of a project. But you could use any kind of chipboard and just cut it to that particular size. So there's an envelope in between each of these, and then of course I put images on the various tags, and all the tags are just black cardstock, but you could do black or red or whatever color you wanted, because the attraction for the cardstock or for the tag is actually the image that you're going to print off of your computer from the Twilight series. So it goes through and you're able to get quite a few images onto your various tags. So the reason I did this was my daughter she's a working mom, and she just became a Twilight fan almost by accident. She never understood why everyone else in the family had really gotten into the Twilight books, and she didn't see the attraction at all. And she happened to get a Kindle and decided to download the Twilight book and read it. And 4 books later, she was totally hooked, and she's a bigger fan than anybody now. So what I did also, at the end of the book, I put in a tag that is actually, that's not Bella with Edward, that's my daughter. And these were pictures from her Facebook page that she had loaded, because she just became such a crazy fan. She got everybody that she works with involved, and they ended up all going to the movies and watching a marathon. And so anyway, that was how she got real involved in the movie. So what I wanted to give her something. I think she has a lot of good days at work, but every now and then anybody has a bad day, and I wanted her to have something that she could pull out that would cheer her up. So that's why I made this little mini album. And it's so simple, which is the other reason I wanted to share it. It's very simple and very inexpensive to make. And I see a lot of ladies who make layouts say they want to try a mini, but I think people get intimidated by all the techniques they see in everyone's mini, and it's not really necessary to always have a lot of techniques. When I make a mini, I'm making it for somebody and for a purpose, and that's really my, I guess what I want to do is, it's a gift, and it's something that I'm giving to somebody that I hope that they're going to enjoy. And so I love the techniques, but you don't always have to have a lot of techniques. This one is very simple. It's just a series of envelopes that have a matte stack glued on the front and the back, and of course you glue down your envelope, and then you just take a very teeny tiny slice off of the end of it, and then that goes in between two of the matte stack papers. Very simple to do, and then you just cut your tags slightly smaller and put something on them so that you can reach to pull them out. So while I was doing this particular mini, I decided that I would also make for her a calendar. And I like to use the Baroque die for calendars. See if I can get that to stand up, and then I'll get this little calendar. Because it does stand up really nicely. So I made this Baroque calendar, and it starts with January, and all of the little calendars are in there with clips so that for 2012 she can keep the same calendar if she wants, and I can just print new calendar pieces for her. So this basically is very embellished. Each page is very heavily embellished with a lot of I Am Roses and of course the Immortal Love paper, which is perfect for Twilight or any other vampire themed calendar project that you might want to use. And so May, June, and then we just turn it over, and beginning with July, go right on through. So that's basically it. Those are my two Twilight projects. I am actually a True Blood fan, and I'm making a True Blood mini for a friend of my daughter's who's also a True Blood fan. So I'll be back to share that when I get it finished. Lots of fun, a little different mini, not necessarily what you would put pictures in because it serves a different purpose, but there's so many things that you can do with the mini album and various gifts that you can make for themes or whatever somebody happens to like. But I bet you know somebody who's a Twilight fan. So this is something to consider because it's very inexpensive to make. Thanks for watching.